his sister, and other members of the family went into the house. Mr. Young didn't go back in the house. He didn't want to see it. He was too emotional and too distraught. When his family went back into the house, his sister noticed some things that just didn't seem right. One of which was that one of Michelle's teeth had not been collected by law enforcement. Michelle Young was brutally murdered, ladies and gentlemen. There was blood all over their bedroom, all over the bedroom that they shared. There was blood all over it. This beating was severe enough to knock some of her teeth out. That's how brutal this was. And Kim Young, his sister, noticed that the police missed collecting one of her teeth and some other things. And so she and the family got together and hired a man named Dr. Maurice Godwin to come in and look at the crime scene. And what the prosecution didn't tell you is that Dr. Godwin located a hair on a picture frame in their bedroom. That hair was turned over to the State Bureau of Investigation, to their crime lab, and it was tested. It was looked at. And their hair and fiber experts said it looked like a hair that had been forcibly removed. It looked like a head hair that had been pulled out, ripped out, and that it didn't match Jason Young's head hair. What's even more interesting is after that analysis was done, they cut the root off the hair and sent it to the DNA section of the lab and ran DNA on it. And they got a profile. They got a DNA profile that didn't match Jason Young, that didn't match Michelle Young, and to this day is unknown. It's unknown. What the prosecution didn't tell you is that the family and Dr. Godwin also found 2 cigarette butts in this house. One in the garage and one in the kitchen one in the doorway that leads into the kitchen. Those were sent to the SBI lab. DNA was run on those, and the DNA came back to 2 separate male individuals who have not been identified. What the prosecution didn't tell you is that whoever did this went through Mr. Young's closet. In their